Hey, what's going on? Welcome back in this tutorial. As I said, we're going to be opening up our Jimbob subdomain that we created. We are now going to go into cPanel and create a, a WordPress application. In the process, you're also going to learn how to use Fantastico and Quick Install, which are two options that they have to install pre-built platforms onto the folder. So real quick, just to recap it, in case you didn't see it before, remember you go into the public underscore HTML folder, and here we have our Jimbob folder, and the only thing in there right now is our CGI bin. Now the CGI bin is where basically where you can put scripts. It's just a place to put scripts in, and it's a special place. It has special program attached to it. That's another tutorial. Really, don't even worry about your CGI bin until you get into Word programming. Just know that it's there, and occasionally you might have to make a few updates in it, but not often. So, in order to get to the quick install, which is here, and Fantastico, which is here, you go through the software services portion of your cPanel. We'll click on, let's do Fantastico first, since I've seen it more than quick install. And here you'll see all of these options to your left. Now, in this left hand panel, you'll see options. Now, there's all kinds of pre-built platforms, and to the right, as you click on them, oops, oh, clicked on the wrong one. Duh. As you click on them, they're going to give you a short description of those, and hopefully a home page where you can go there and check out some of the content on it. Sometimes they'll give you a nice idea of what using their platform might look like. That's B2 Evolution. That's another good blogging platform to use. And then when you're ready with the Fantastico, you just click New Installation, and let's go to WordPress. And you'll see here using WordPress, you see here it says current installations. So this actually tells you where you might already have a version of WordPress installed previously on, which basically is just saying that WordPress is somewhere on our list of domains, and we installed it using Fantastico, and you can visit that site by clicking there. But a new installation, click New Install, and here's a little section of information you need to fill in. First thing is where do you want it installed? Now we want to put WordPress on our Jimbob, so you come over here, find Jimbob. There's Jimbob, jimbob.free. That's a subdomain we created in the last tutorial. Leave this empty. Leave this empty. Or, like, let's say that you wanted a regular site and then you wanted a blog. If you wanted to install it on a custom directory, as you see down here, it says enter only the directory name to install in a directory. So remember what we talked about in the last tutorial, that before this domain there'll be a dot sometime and you'll see the subdomain set up. That's what we set up here. But this is the main domain that you pay for. / means there's a folder now, and you're going one layer deeper into the site, and that's why they have name here, because it's whatever the name of that folder is, and that's what you're putting in here. So if you wanted to put this on Jimbob free web design, jimbob.freewebdesigntutorials.info / blog, because this would represent the blog for your site, then you could do that. But I just suggest, like I said, just leave it as is, and it will install it on that particular domain's main page automatically. So you don't need to put anything there. I don't suggest you do. Next is the administrative data, and here I guess we'll go ahead and set this up, and I'll just put admin as the guy who takes care of this, and I'll put in a password that I've used before. Oh, wow. That's not good. Let's just put passcode in here. And then you're going to put your admin nickname down here. The guy. And here's your email. Pay attention to this. This is where they're going to send all your data. So we're going to put it, remember earlier we set up one. Now we did not set up we have not set up an email account that's directed towards this subdomain. You can also do that. There's a tutorial on setting up an email, so I won't be redundant. But mail at, and I'll just put it at the main domain site. And then the site name is going to be it's going to end up being the title when you do this for WordPress. So we'll put in Jim Bob Spot. And we're going to set up a serious blog here for Jim Bob. And this is where Jim Bob comes to exercise his creativity. All right. And install WordPress. And you'll see here the second one is basically making sure it says giving you all the options, making sure everything is correct. You choose to install this on jimbob. Yep, that's where we want it. So the access URL, meaning the place where you'll actually go. And remember, the URL includes the protocol. So http / and if there was a folder, the URL would include that folder too. So if you wanted it at / blog, make sure that at the end of that domain there's a / blog. And then it says click finish installation to finish it. And we will. We're going to do that. And here we go. It says install. It was successful. It says do not remove the file named there from the install directory. It is used for uninstalling the application. So very important that you remember that don't remove this, or else you won't be able to uninstall this software when you get done. Here's an actual link to Jim Bob. So let's go there and we'll see what it looks like by default. Oh, okay. So we got to sign in for the first time. And now we're off. So we just successfully installed WordPress on jimbob.freewebdesigntutorials.info. This is actually the admin. Now you see there's a folder there, I guess, for the admin section, and that'll take you to the login page. So if you want to copy that, you can. It's not a big deal. So if I was you, I'd take that and copy that address and maybe come up and add that to your favorites so that you'd be able to find it easier. Yeah. How did I do that here? I haven't added one of those in a while. Here we go. There we go. Add a page, and then bam. And nope, but you're not adding this one. We're adding this one. So we'll say login, WP login. And because this is a secure computer, I can do this. If you're in a library, don't put your favorites up here. If you're in a library, don't do that. That's not smart. And, oh, I gotta find it. Let me pull it out over there. So now we have that on there, on our little thing. So when I click that, bam, where does it take me? To my WordPress. Okay, so that's installing it using Fantastico. And let me just very quickly show you, and it's the exact same process, but very quickly, it looks a little different in the quick install. And quick install actually has other applications available too. As you can see here, we actually have Drupal here. I don't believe Drupal was available in the other one. I could be wrong. But we have Drupal version 6 and 7. We have a web calendar software you can apply to your server. This is a billing software. I think I might do a tutorial on how to use that. Joomla, which is another great content management system like WordPress, but a little bit different. Obviously a little bit different. e-commerce software. Look, we got an e-learning platforms over here that we can configure. So we can have fun all day in each one of these. And this is great for practice. Remember I told you in the beginning of these series that you are not really going to have to build your own website from scratch. There's all kinds of tools to help you do that. Fantastico is a great tool. And actually, let me refresh this page and you'll see that WordPress has indeed been installed on here. Now you see that? That's all. If you wanted to build Jim Bob's website with all this back office help, and here's the actual site, let's visit that. All of this stuff that you know WordPress being able to do, you'd have to be able to build all these individual freaking pieces, and that's not realistic for even an intermediate programmer to be able to put together a program like that. And I'm going to go through the basics coming up on how to configure, because this is going to be, for now at least, I think I've walked you through effectively through using the cPanel, and I've taken you through the overview, shown you where stuff is. We're going to do more tutorials in the future on the cPanel, but I think I brought you successfully to the place where you're using Quick Install now to apply a ready-made platform to your domain or subdomain. I've taken you through all those steps, so you should be able to do that. And one thing here too, what's cool about Quick Install is you can manage all of your installations back there too. So anywhere you actually have a program installed, if for whatever reason you need to delete it, maybe the dude didn't pay you the money, bam, come right back there, bam, I delete your site, dude. Don't play. But anyway, that's where we're at. Next, we're going to be going into a mini series on using WordPress. I don't know how many tutorials we're going to go through, but it's going to be great. I hope you come back and subscribe. Don't forget to like my videos, and I will see you in WordPress. Have a great